You might hear someone say they're a weightlifter or bodybuilder or powerlifter and wonder, what's the difference? Aren't you lifting weights in all of them? But think of it like how volleyball, basketball, and handball, they all have nets. They all involve using your hands to manipulate the ball. However, they are different sports with different rules and different requirements. So I'll start with bodybuilding, the sport which deals with flexing your muscles. And sadly, the sport where each strength athlete gets called a bodybuilder, but bodybuilding just does the flexing of their muscles. Competitively, bodybuilding is closer to a beauty pageant than a strength sport. I know that might trigger some people, but hear me out. Unlike most sports, the judging in bodybuilding is quite subjective. How big are you? How much mass do you have? How lean are you? How much fat are you carrying? What about your symmetry? What about the proportions? What about your stage presence? Are you holding any water? Are you posing the right way? So in summary, bodybuilding looks for the total package physique-wise, which is a balance of size, symmetry, and muscularity, while taking into account the execution of poses. Now on to the strength sport I've never participated in, weightlifting, which is commonly known as Olympic weightlifting. It entails two lifts, the snatch and the clean and jerk. They're very technical lifts which take time to learn, and this sport has some of the most explosive athletes. Now to powerlifting. Powerlifting deals with three lifts which most gym goers are familiar with: the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. However, unlike in the gym, these lifts have certain standards that have to be adhered to in competition. For example, for squat to count, your hip crease should be below your knees. You have to pause your bench press and wait for the judge's command to press. And for the deadlift, straps aren't allowed. In addition, all three lifts should be smooth. You have 3 attempts to register your highest ability, like 3 attempts in each lift. And your powerlifting total is a summation of the best attempt of each lift. So for example, let's say your best squat was 100 kgs, your best bench was 50 kgs, your best deadlift was 100 kgs, your powerlifting total will be 250 kgs. However, the winner is determined via coefficient formulas such as Wilks, dots, IPF points, and other formulas which factor in body weight. So for example, if let's say Lisa has a total of 400 kgs at 80 kgs body weight, and Jane has a total of 330 kgs at 60 kgs body weight, Jane will be declared the winner despite lifting less total weight, because Jane would have a Wilks coefficient of 367, while Lisa has a Wilks score of 366. There are online calculators to determine this. And don't worry, most of the times in competition, it isn't just an open field for everyone. There are usually weight classes to segregate the competitors. So you might find the 83 kg class, the 90 kg class, 100 kg class. So in your class, the one with the highest Wilks wins. On to Strongman. And like weightlifting and powerlifting, Strongman has multiple lifts which encompass all the fundamental movement patterns, such as pushing, pulling, hinging, squatting, throwing, and carrying of all sorts. In addition, like powerlifting, there's no coefficient score. The weight moves or it hasn't moved. Therefore, strongman is seen as the ultimate test of who is the strongest. Things like Kenya's strongest man, world's strongest man. It's strongman that the discipline being undertaken there, because it encompasses most movement patterns and uses lots of heavy weight. This nature of strongman also means some lifts may seem odd, as they aren't your typical gym lifts. You have things like track pull, you have the Atlas stones, the log press, but it's the ultimate test of strength per se, because it's not just one lift. It's not like powerlifting. Someone can say, "Oh, you're just good at deadlift only, it's why you won." No, but strongman, you have to be good at a variety of all the movement patterns. To the last one, CrossFit. If strongman is used to know who the strongest person is, CrossFit is used to know who the fittest person is. It's quite high intensity and combines facets of most of the strength sports. You could have deadlifts, running, rowing, carrying, and bodyweight workouts all in the same circuit. So it's mainly used in fitness competitions, and sadly it also has a high risk of injury, especially for newcomers, because newcomers might try to get into the high intensity with limited technical expertise, but that's a story for another video, which I will go over that in detail. I hope this has shed some light and removed some of the confusion when it comes to strength sports. So now, next time when you hear someone say they're a bodybuilder or powerlifter or strongman, at least you have a vague idea of what they do.